He's no monster, Gaston. You are.
Request.
Welcome everyone to the AC Dream channel. I'm AC Dream and I'm doing full-length reviews on Disney animated films from the Disney Renaissance. And today I bring you none other than the tale as old as time of Beauty and the Beast. I like Beauty and the Beast. I like Beauty and the Beast a lot because it's just one of those movies that ages so well because it has such a nice story to tell, which people never forget. Beauty and the Beast is such a masterpiece. The panning in the beginning, the stained glass storytelling. The girl comes out later and does a musical. And boy, does she do a musical. I love this opening because it introduces one of the protagonists so inventively. Belle is an outsider who's literate and has her head above some clouds because of all the books she has read. She's intelligent and imaginative, and that causes her to seek more from life. Everyone else around her doesn't seem to get her interest in books, and why not, since they're too busy in their mundane tasks in this poor provincial town. But she doesn't care. Good for you in following your own interests despite what everyone else thinks. However, despite Belle also being a weirdo, like some other Disney princess, she's very beautiful and refined to the point where she's almost perfect. Literally, everyone notices this about her and they're just talking about her throughout their daily tasks. Seriously, people do these kinds of things to celebrities, not ordinary girls. Ah, but Belle isn't an ordinary girl. No, she's the chosen one. Yes, the one ordinary girl out of millions who will break Enchantress's curse, turn the Beast back into a human, and become a princess. What is the secret? How the hell does one become the chosen one? By the powers of motherfucking attraction, that's how. There is one man in this village, however, who notices that Belle isn't just an ordinary girl and wants her to become his wife. Gaston, the arrogant bastard of this town, who doesn't understand nor even support her interest in literature. Belle is an interesting Disney princess for not falling in love with the first man she sees. She knows that this man will just mistreat and domestically abuse her, and I completely agree with her. Unlike other fans, who I'm still disturbed have written countless fanfics and fan art about how sexy as fuck Gaston is. I mean, really? He's a freak. There's nothing attractive about him. It must be the hairy chest. Anyways, at home, Belle is encouraging her father, Maurice, to have faith in his invention, which will surely land him first place in the science fair. Compared to King Triton, however, Maurice is kind of a klutz. He doesn't have that power. Moreover, he becomes the main reason for all of Belle's problems. Yes, you heard me. After getting lost on his way to the fair by not knowing how to read a map or follow paths, he loses control of his horse, gets fucked by wolves, and almost eaten alive, if not for him taking shelter in this deep, dark castle.
Hello.
Oh, don't mind me. Oh, okay. Gets trapped in a dungeon. At home, Belle is relaxing, enjoying her book, when she hears a knock on the door. You see, this is where Belle is smart because she takes precaution on making sure that she doesn't invite any sexual creepers into her home like Gaston. Gaston has come not only to propose, but to marry Belle right on the spot, which Belle humiliately rejects. This only infuriates Gaston's already inflated ego, and he vows to come back to make Belle his wife. When the coast is clear, Belle goes outside to declare to no one but the world that she does not want to marry Gaston. She can't be like the other wenches in the town because she wants
An adventure in the great white somewhere.
Suddenly, Philippe, Belle's horse, returns, warning her that her father is in danger. Belle boldly sets off in search, arriving at this mysterious, deep, dark castle. She searches around and finally finds Maurice in the dungeon. After getting manhandled, she decides to save her father's life by giving up her own in return. What? Okay, seriously, this is where I'm gonna go off on my tangent. I know Belle is literally almost perfect, and while her character faults are much harder to spot, unlike Ariel's, Belle isn't perfect. A similar scenario occurred in The Little Mermaid, where Ariel ends up taking her father's life, though not intentionally. Belle decides to give up her own life on purpose in order to save her father's life. Does Maurice deserve to be saved? No. He's old, he's lived his life, his daughter hasn't done anything wrong, she's young. Did Ariel kind of deserve it? Yeah, she's young, she's misunderstood, she had good intentions. Belle's different from Ariel. I mean, she's conforming, she gets along with her father, but this is where her character is flawed in a way, but not really, but yes, because Belle is a victim of society. In The Little Mermaid, society misunderstood Ariel. In Beauty and the Beast, society screws Belle. Literally, they put her in an insane box for protecting her father and now falling in love with an abusive man. I mean, really? It's not that Belle's character is flawed, it's that she's placed into a position where she becomes flawed unintentionally, but by purpose. And this is where I have to go off on another rant. While Belle gets locked up and closed off again, people start getting all these strange ideas and desires. You have to understand, Beauty and the Beast is a story about falling in love and the issues individuals come across in relationships, and it does a beautiful, nearly perfect job of illustrating how two different individuals come together in harmony despite setbacks. But this movie inadvertently caused a fan wave of the most disgusting, disturbing piece of literature to ever come into existence for the female audience.
I love it.
Seriously, how the hell does a story like Beauty and the Beast become a piece of crap like Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey? You know, okay, I get it. This movie is incredibly well thought out and romantic, but no, girls shouldn't fantasize about meeting a tall, dark, and mysterious man who will unfortunately mistreat her and take her down to his dark world. But it's okay because everything will turn out well in the end. No, and just no. Let me just explain something. Beauty and the Beast is special because a girl can watch Beauty and the Beast and understand it. A boy can watch Beauty and the Beast and understand it as well. Not Twilight, or even worse, 50 Shades of Grey. Okay, a girl can read that and get a warped perception of reality. A guy, if he was to read this crap, would get a what the fuck perception. Because, in sum, a guy doesn't do this. In Beauty and the Beast is cursed. He grew up spoiled, and he's really angry now because no one has gotten to know him and loves him for who he really is. It's understandable. Twilight and all these other motherfucking books tell you the exact opposite. They tell you to go after any man you see as long as he's rich and good looking. Go for it. It doesn't matter what he's going to do to you. He can freaking satanically roast you, and it's fine because everything is going to turn out just well at the end. Seriously though, no man exists like this in the real world. If he does, he's probably fake or he's just playing for you or prefers other men. Therefore, there is no motive for a woman to pursue him. So fantasizing about these disturbing scenarios would be futile because us men don't have this identity that is falsely portrayed in the media. On another note, another identity that is falsely portrayed in the real world is that of Belle. Even though Belle is nearly perfect in almost every way and is a positive feminist figure, unlike Bella from Twilight and what the fuck the other girl's name is from 50 Shades of Grey, the real Belle would not be able to live in our society. And I'm not just talking about aesthetics, I'm talking about full character. Why, you ask? Let's just take a look at a few requirements. A person who represents Belle well, loves books, is a good citizen of society but is viewed weird by everyone around her, has a good relationship with her father, stumbles to unforeseen circumstances, but by acting selflessly and kind-hearted, is able to survive everything and come out on top. I mean, really? Most girls barely have 2, let alone 4 of these traits. In fact, these horrific novels on Beauty and the Beast have created a conundrum with so many girls thinking they project all the fine aspects of Belle, when in reality, they are these slimy girls who support garbage feminist novels which give women bad rep, shop at Hot Topic, notice weird things in animes and write slasher flicks. These slimy girls.
Wazowski.
Yeah, that's how these girls are going to turn out in 30 years. Anyways, now let's go back into the story. So after the Beast shows Belle he really does care for her by saving her life, and Belle has gotten to know the Beast and discovered that there's more to him than his horrifying appearance, they have a nice dance together. After this dance, Belle discovers that her father is actually in trouble and might die if someone doesn't help him. The Beast sees how much Belle's father means to her and decides to set her free so she can save him, despite him knowing that she might never return to see him ever again, and he will remain a beast permanently. He gives her a magic mirror as a token of remembrance, and Belle leaves the castle. Belle finds Maurice nearly frozen, takes him home, and nurses his wounds. Just then, a knock arrives on the door, and Belle discovers that the entire town is there to throw Maurice into the insane shed for spreading this rumor that she was kidnapped by a hideous beast. Belle defends her father again by showing them the beast using the magic mirror he has given her earlier. This only frightens the villagers more, and Gaston decides to use this opportunity to request Belle's hand in marriage. But when she rejects and shows her affection for the beast, Gaston decides to kill the beast and imprison Belle and Maurice. Belle and Maurice get thrown into the insane shed, and an angry mob, led by Gaston, sets off into the castle. The beast has lost all hope and doesn't care if he dies, and thus decides to do nothing about the invaders. However, the inanimate objects do not want to die and thus defend the castle and manage to send everyone off except Gaston, who manages to reach the beast's lair. The beast makes no attempt to fight Gaston, gets thrown out a window, and is about to be killed when he notices Belle calling out for him not to die. That's right, Belle managed to escape and decided to head back to protect the beast. She really cares about him and wasn't just pretending she was enjoying his company because she was his prisoner. This gives the beast new life, and he defends himself against Gaston, lifts himself off the edge where Gaston pathetically bleeds like a coward to have his life spared, which the beast decides to do because he really has changed. The beast goes back to be with his dearly beloved. But right before they can embrace, Gaston backstabs the beast, which coincidentally causes the beast to lose his grip and fall with Gaston. But Belle grabs the beast and pulls him up. She cries because she knows that now she might never get to see him again because he's dying. Her final words to him are, "I love you." The end. What? No, I'm kidding, there's more. The spell is broken because finally, another human being has displayed their sincere affection and love to the beast. He majestically transforms into a human whom Belle discovers is actually the beast. Everyone else becomes a human also. The castle restores itself, and they all live happily ever after. The end. So was Beauty and the Beast a good movie? It is, it truly is. It's just a shame that it had so many crappy novels and fixed taste of it, but it really is one of the best tales as old as times. Well, that concludes my review on Beauty and the Beast. Be sure to come back next week where I will be doing my next review from the Disney Renaissance.